And Josh, you've been all over the world. What are a few of the destinations that you recommend people visit?
Well, I think it depends on what kind of travel you are and what kind of vibe you're going for. As far as beaches go, I think that there's a lot of rich countries in South America and in the Caribbean where you can go. One of my personal favorites is Curacao, which is kind of off the beaten path, but a beautiful culture. And I like to go places where you can have a little fun and also learn a little bit about the culture.
Yeah, because when you're done with the beach, you want to do other stuff too. Yeah, that sounds great. So many people also want to travel abroad, but are limited financially, Josh, especially now. Are there ways around this? Discount websites people can look out for?
Absolutely, absolutely. I believe that you can always find the price that you're looking for if you're looking hard enough. So personally, some of my favorite apps, I use Google Flights. I use Hopper as well. So those are two good apps that will give you they give you low fares, but it'll also give you flight alerts whenever it dips down into your price range. But I think the biggest key is being ready to book, because there is no FOMO than when you see $100 fare and you wait a day and you come back and it's $500.
And Josh, for me personally, I'm game to travel alone domestically, but I don't necessarily feel comfortable traveling alone abroad, but I don't want to necessarily wait on friends and family. So are there guys or groups you recommend for solo travelers, especially for women who may not feel safe?
Yeah, that's an unfortunate element to it as well. And I think that, the more you travel, the more comfortable you'll get. I tend to be a little less, I stay cautious, but a little less cautious, just given the fact that, I'm 6-something, 2-something, so it's a little less of a risk. But I think always keeping your location on is a big is a key factor, and also leaning on common sense and keeping your head on a swivel as well, I think is helpful. But there are solo travel groups and meetups in some of these online communities where you can tap in and you can connect with other solo travelers that will be there, even if you are country hopping.
And Josh, what do you want people to know about traveling? Oh, there you are. What should people know about traveling internationally? Some tips, some do's and don'ts, especially with all the COVID stuff. Anything that's changed recently that people should be aware of?
I would say always go and check the website before booking. That's something that's gotten a lot of people in trouble, is they feel the adrenaline rush of wanting to book something, and they lean forward and they book without having the context of what the climate is in the country. And so you always have to lead with respect whenever you're traveling to somebody else's home. So I would say, and that'll also save you a lot of heartbreak and a lot of dollars if you know what type of situation you're going into. So I would definitely say making sure that you understand the regulations that are in the respective countries before booking and follow accordingly.
Right, do your research. And Josh, finally, what surprised you most about visiting other countries? Are they more safe than people think?
Absolutely, and I think it's the reality is that we are in dicey times in America, where we're hearing about a different mass shooting every day. And so I think, when you go abroad, you do tend to feel a little safer over there than when you have to watch your back over here. So, but there's risks and dangers everywhere. But there's definitely an added element. And I think that you can always have we can all stand to enjoy a little bit more empathy and a little bit of firsthand perspective on other cultures.
Yeah, and these days we're all ready to travel and go out and experience some of those cultures. Josh, thanks for joining us. Some great tips there. We appreciate it.
Thank you.